minutes away from here. That it would be nice if, she would see the piano and then decide whether or not, she was going to bring her son's friend, to play the piano, because I was trying to teach my son how to play the piano, and one of the conversations we had was, what do I need to do to get him interested in playing the piano? And she said something like, get a piano teacher or something like that.
Okay, sir. I'm going to show you a diagram, and I apologize, it's kind of a small overhead of the Victoria Gardens Mall. It's my understanding that this umbrella here is pretty much where Paul Martin's is. And would your own personal vehicle have been parked right around here if this is Paul Martin's across from here?
Yeah, my vehicle will probably be parked somewhere along here.
Okay, if this is Paul Martin's and this is the Punch Bowl,
yes,
would your car have been further down here?
Yeah. Right,
okay,
right.
So when leaving the Punch Bowl, did you say you walked towards her car?
Yes.
And where would her car have been in relation to this diagram?
Maybe in this parking lot somewhere. I didn't really see her car. We walked towards the parking lot.
Okay. How far would you say you walked from the Punch Bowl towards the parking lot?
Maybe 30, 40 feet.
Okay. At some point, it sounds like, based on what you were saying, that you were trying to talk her into coming over. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay. And at some point, did you hold her hand or grab for her hand as she's walking away from you?
No.
Okay. I'm just going to cut to the chase and tell you what
Sure.
is. She alleges that she didn't really want to go. She felt uncomfortable because you ended up there together with her and no other workers.
Okay.
You were pretty insistent about her coming over to your home. She felt uncomfortable because you're her boss.
Oh.
And she knows that if whether your relationship with her employer, Romo, or her functionally supervision with the city might be compromised if she was to embarrass you or to upset you in some way. She felt obligated, but she started to walk away, she claims.
Okay.
And that she says that you grabbed for her hand and she pulled away, and then you held on to her left arm with your two hands.
Wow.
Did that occur?
No. And I think all that is probably an afterthought. Now, if that were her thoughts at the very get-go, she shouldn't have ended up at Paul Martin's to begin with. She had no obligation to show up. If she never showed up, it would have been, so what happened last night? She had no obligation. Not only did she show up at Paul Martin's, she also showed up at the other restaurant. Did the research to Google where are some of the exciting places to go in Rancho Cucamonga. So I'm not really buying that story, unfortunately, because that is an afterthought.
Okay. Let me ask your thoughts, sir, on this. We don't make any judgments based
Sure.
on this.
Yeah.
But given the fact that you're her boss, correct?
Well, I mean, loosely stated, yes.
Okay. You're her supervisor.
That. Right.
And you've invited her to go someplace.
Yeah.
She felt somewhat of an obligation to go. This is what she's claiming.
She doesn't have to. There are other people, sorry, I have to wash my hair. I have to clean my bird cage or whatever. I am not forcing anybody to do anything they do not want to do. There's nothing dangling in the air that said, if you don't come, you will be penalized. No such thing. I am not that kind of person. I don't operate that way.
But you invited your subordinate to come to a restaurant. You had a drink with her. You went to another location and spent a little bit more time, another 30 minutes to an hour. You had discussed coming over to your home. At some point, the crux of the matter is outside the Punch Bowl. She claims that as she's pulling away, you held onto her arm with your hands and encouraged her to come with you over to your car. Did you touch her at any point?
No.
Okay. what took place for